very important question. So we're talking about betrayal trauma. So when a husband has betrayed his wife, that moment of discovery, and the impact of that moment. Maybe if we could ask the panel to share with us what that moment looks like and what it feels like, the moment that this trauma happens, you know. So I'm just trying to relate the questions and the answers here back to betrayal trauma specifically. So, and it's nice to hear this from ladies. It would be great for Chris to hear that as well. So maybe if you could share what happened for you. Maria, can I ask you to maybe share with us what happened for you, that first moment that the reality sort of hit home for you?
So, Kenneth, it's exactly what Bev explained. And at that stage, the sad thing was I didn't know how trauma worked. So, if I can, okay, let me explain this in pictures, because Veronica's brain works in pictures, mine works in pictures, Tabitha's works in pictures. So, like Bev explained, when betrayal trauma happens, and this is literally what happened to me, is the first thing that happens automatically is your brain signals, okay, there's danger, you need to get out. So you're hypervigilant, your whole nervous system goes into shock, and the only thing you know is I have to get myself to a place of safety. So it's like, for example, when you're sleeping at night and there's a robber and he gets into the house, and all of a sudden the alarm goes off. Okay, so you've been sleeping, now the alarm is going off, so now you're jumping out of bed, you want to go and just defend yourself against this burglar, you know. So you want to go to the kitchen, you want to go get the doom, you want to go get the bat, you want to go get the pan, you want to go get whatever you can to defend yourself. But now as you get up, all of a sudden your prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for logical thinking, now goes offline, which means it's literally like you're getting out of bed, now you want to go confront that burglar, but all of a sudden you discover that your legs won't move and you feel like you're frozen in time. Literally, you can't think. There's all that stuff that comes in, like I don't, you know, I need to go to the kitchen, I need to go grab the pan, but I can't even remember that I washed the pan last night. I want to go grab a hockey stick, but I can't even remember if my child is playing hockey. It's like you feel so vulnerable and you can't protect yourself, and your nervous system is just overloaded, you're overwhelmed, and you just feel stuck. And sometimes you go into this freeze responses. So you between this fight and freeze response, and you're angry. You are so angry. And I remember that my anger went into rage fits, literally. Like I would swear my husband, I would be acting completely out of control. I didn't know myself. I thought, like, who is this lady? Like, really, you know, how bad can it get? So yeah, I had these rage fits that I would go into, and acting out of character, and then I would go into, I don't like this person, you know, and I would blame myself, and then there's the guilt tripping and all of that. So that's all happening at the same time. So you're in this house, it's on fire, the alarm is sounding, the burglar is coming in, and you can't help yourself. That's literally how you feel. You feel stuck, you feel frozen in time. Then on top of that, now my hippocampus, which is supposed to make sense of all of that, which is supposed to put things into time frames, is now saying, no, I'm backing down, I'm not helping you out, you're on your own, he goes away, he shrinks. And you don't know. Now you're thinking, you know what, there might not be one burglar, there might be 50. My husband might not have had one affair, he might have 100, and I don't know the extent of this damage. So you are just building up this rage and anger, and you feel completely out of control. You don't know what to do, you don't know how to save yourself. You can't think like you normally do, so you can't make plans. There's this confusion, there's the brain fog. You're trying to grab hold of other things to make your life make sense, but nothing makes sense at that point in time. So there's all these threats, and you feel like so vulnerable. You feel you can't protect yourself. You feel like the burglar is going to come in and just kill you. You feel like you just can't cope. It's also overwhelming. You don't have the ability to think, okay, maybe get out of the window and phone the cops. You can't. You literally can't make decisions because you're stuck in time. So all the stuff that happened in your life before, like in my case with betrayal trauma, it reactivated my childhood traumas where there was rape and molestation involved. So all of that came back because your brain is no longer distinguishing, this is what's happening now and that's what happened yesterday. And that's where that book from Bessel van der Kolk helped me a lot. It talks about how you relive the trauma. So it's not just memories. Your nervous system and your brain literally relives all your previous traumas. So there's this huge impact, and it causes you to be frozen in time. You need to make decisions, but you're incapable of doing that, and you just feel vulnerable. Your heart, you literally feel like your heart is bleeding out. Nobody's bringing you flowers. Nobody's paying any attention to you. You're on your own. You feel alone. You feel it's just horrible. And we've got ladies that describe how they felt when they first found out, and they described it like someone, you know, cutting you with a knife, someone stabbing you to death, someone like taking your heart and ripping it out of your chest. All of that sort of things. That is betrayal trauma, and that's exactly how I felt. I felt helpless, I felt hopeless, I felt extreme anger, and I felt like my world was upside down. I'm not going to survive. That's how you feel with betrayal trauma.